Hello everyone, sorry for not uploading for a while. This is Chi and welcome back to my art space. I hope that you enjoy my vlog reviewing art supplies. Today we are going to have a look at Hobbycraft's mixed media art set of 126 pieces. This set was a gift to me by my friends from a previous job. It comes in this handy travel case which is quite heavy. I believe this case was a limited edition design back in 2019. Even though it is quite heavy, it is very handy in storing and transporting your art materials. I'm sorry for the shaky footage as I am only using one hand in handling the case. I'm going to insert a clip of how much the case is now currently at Hobbycraft. So at the time of uploading the video, this cost £38. Now let's have a look at what's inside. Here you can see that both sides are filled with art materials. You lift one layer like this and it reveals another layer underneath. And we can see that there's a little booklet inside. It's actually the manual of tips and techniques regarding using all the materials included in this set. I have flipped through it and it does contain some useful tips and tricks in painting and drawing. The paint tubes tend to come off from its holding space when you carry the case upright. Make sure that they click in place to avoid this problem. Here I'm trying to put them back in place and I'm trying to make sure that they actually do click in, but sometimes you can't avoid it and they still flop about. On the left hand side, here are the set of 28 colored pencils. Unfortunately, there are no color names on the actual pencil body, so we don't know what the official color names of these are. But on this side, you have a 24 set of oil pastels, 12 set of oil paints, and 12 set of watercolors. Going on the right hand side, we have 10 tubes of acrylic paints, 3 plastic palettes. This is one of them. We have a set of synthetic brushes, a sharpener, and an eraser, and you have another palette here which is part of the set of 3, and these are these 28 watercolor pencils. And there you have it, a set of 126 pieces of art materials, all accounted for. It is easy enough to put away, but the tube of paints does have a tendency to get dislodged when you put the case upright. Still, you can see that it is easy enough to put away even with just one hand, as I am doing here because I'm holding the camera with the other hand. And at this point, I had to put the camera down and use both of my hands to close the case because here, as you can see, I struggled a bit. I think there were some dislodged paints which I had to put back in place for the case to close flush and for me to be able to put the latches back on. Here you can see which paints have come loose again, and I think it's actually the same ones from the start. So once that's out of the way, I managed to close the case easily enough, and there you go. For this particular video, we are only going to test and review the set of colored pencils. I will make other videos reviewing the other art materials included inside on future videos. And now for the most important part, testing the colored pencils. As usual, I have prepared a line art to save time. I have also chosen the colors that I'm going to use for the illustration as I only have limited space to work on. My impressions so far, the pencils are very waxy, making it very hard to blend colors. I had to go over one spot over and over to achieve the opacity that I am after. Still, even after doing that, going over one spot again and again, I don't think that the colors are evenly layered. Perhaps it's because I am not used to color pencils, but I struggled to get the smoothness of blending I am after. The pigments are actually nice and bright, and the color selection included in the set are good. At this point, I must say that I don't have any other set of colored pencils to compare these to, all the other pencils that I have are watercolor pencils, and it is unfair to compare them with that because they are totally different mediums. But so far, I am not really liking this set. If you are buying this set particularly for the colored pencils, please try to find something else, as you might get disappointed. I suppose this is good enough for kids if they want to start exploring art and using different mediums. This particular illustration, I have tried to use all the different green pencils included in the set to show highlights and shadows. But as I have mentioned before, blending is not easily achieved. Even if you go over one spot over and over again, you can still see the separation of colors. There's really no smooth transitions achieved in the way I've done it. So I don't know if it's because of my inexperience or if it's because of the actual colored pencils. You can see here as I'm coloring the pot blue, I tried to make it like a really blocked in color, but it wouldn't let me. You can still see the pencil strokes, and try as I may, I couldn't make a smooth blend to eliminate that feature. As I've said, I'm only reviewing the colored pencils in this video, and it is by no way any means to use this review as a basis if whether you should or should not buy the whole set. And please stay tuned for my future videos when I review the other art materials included in this set. I have spotted a big negative for me here. The pencils do not sharpen nicely, and the leads are prone to crumble and break. Sharpening the pencil for the first time, I've lost this much already, and I did not get any pointy tips to work with. The white color pencils also did not show up on top of the green, so I had to use my acrylic paint pen to achieve this effect. I hope that you liked this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.